Okay, here's the first portion of this video, and when I get through this first section, I'm going to pause and set up the second portion of it, because this video is going to be covering cases 1 and 2 for my first time viewings of 2025. I haven't watched anything yet in 2026 because it's still 2025 yet, so this is just things that I've watched this calendar year in 2025. In last place, we have 21 and Over, and it's a drinking story. That's why it's so low, and in fact at the bottom of this list, because it's all about getting drunk and wasted and doing things that are stupid. Drinking among the things that are stupid, because drinking is very stupid. And then in 34th place, that was 35th, we have 8 Seconds, and this one has a sad ending. So it's a bull riding story, which that's also kind of not very smart, because bulls don't like being rid. That's why they buck you off and try and crush your ribs. But sad movie as well. In 33rd place, we have 31. This is one of the, I think, a Rob Zombie story like Devil's Rejects and House of a Thousand Corpses. And even given this one's low placement on the list, it's actually a really good movie that I really liked. So there you go. I think the blonde on the disc there is Mrs. Zombie, like Rob Zombie's wife. That Mrs. Zombie. In 32nd place, we have 2001: A Space Odyssey, and I don't know what Stanley Kubrick was going for with this one, because it's pretty out there. It's pretty, like, it's way out there type stuff. So there you go. I don't even know where out there would qualify as. So there you go. In 31st place, where I should have probably put 31, because then it'd been 31 in 31st place, and it would have been funny. Ha 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 ha. But in 31st place, we have Abandon right here. And this one is about a girl who feels abandoned by one lover and tries to bounce back with another, but it ends up not being a good situation for her with this new guy. Okay, here we have a few titles to consider. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Here we have 4 titles to consider out of the 5 on the disc, because the bottom one, Salvage, I watched I watched last year on a different disc. And so, in 30th place is Behind Your Eyes. In 29th place is The Wind, right by the hole there. In 28th place is Adrift. This is the old version. There is a newer version that I liked considerably more than this one for some reason. And in 27th place is Another Kind at the top of the disc there. And another batch. This time we're covering we're just covering 4 of these again. So let's try this. In 26th place is No One Could Protect Her, right there, the second one from the top. In 25th place is Nightmare at Bitter Creek, right below that. In 24th place is Live from Death Row. That one was a bit cheesy, actually. So it should probably be lower on the list because it's a little too cheesy for me. But anyway, I got 2 copies of it because I got this portion of the collection twice, and the other half had things that were all new to me this year, I think. Probably. We'll see. I think some of them are going to be in this portion of the video. So, moving on. In 23rd place, we have Summer of Fear. Okay. Then we have a bunch on another disc here. We have in 22nd place, I Am Omega from the bottom of the disc. We're skipping Night of the Living Dead because I saw that in 2023, I believe. Or 2022, something like that. Definitely not in 2025. That's all I know for sure. So in 21st place, we have Last of the Living. In 20th place is Zombie Dearest. In 19th place is Hide and Creep. And we get to go on to a new disc, which also has multiple titles on it. Okay, then. In 18th place, we have The Familiar, and that is a werewolf story, I believe, if I remember correctly. In 17th place is Killer Killer, which I put a hyphen between. In 16th place is The Nurse. Honestly, I really dug that movie because in The Nurse, there's this. I think I explained this in a previous video too, but I mean it warrants repeating it, I guess, if I talked about it already. But there's this nurse lady that one of her former employers or something like that didn't care when her parents were shot down, and I think her sister was killed in a home invasion type situation thing that was, I think, kind of staged. And this one doctor guy couldn't have cared any less about it. So he gets some sort of disease that makes him basically paralyzed and unable to move at all. And I think it's temporary. I think it was sabotaged by the girl. But then he becomes his live-at-home nurse and treats him very poorly, while his family is unaware of the abuse that she's putting him through. And he eventually picks them off one by one and leaving. I think he snaps out of it just in time for her to kill him. So yeah, there we go. In 15th place is The Howling 4, The Nightmare Begins. That's another werewolf story. In 14th place is Meadow Woods. I don't remember a whole lot about Meadow Woods. I might need to revisit that. But so that might turn up in another horror ranking before long. But then next up, we have in 13th place Samuel Bleak. That's the third title on this disc out of 5. Right here. In 12th place, we have The Cry, which is a worse version of the Curse of La Llorona story. The version in the Conjuring universe is much better. In 11th place, we have The Inflicted, which I never really understood when I watched it. In 10th place, kicking off our top 10, is Blind Witness, where a blind woman's husband is killed by robbers, and she's able to identify who it is by their scent, which is very interesting. In 9th place, 2 words that should never be used in the same sentence together, unless it is followed by sucks. We have Summer School. Makes me want to take a shower after just saying that. Blech, gross. And in 8th place, we have 47 meters down, where a dive tank ends up snapping the cable suspending it, and it sinks to the tidal depth. And it's a fairly intense movie for PG-13. Let's see here. In 7th place, we have Occupied. In 6th place, Dire Wolf, another werewolf story where it's like an ancient werewolf type situation here. In 5th place, we have Prom Night with Jamie Lee Curtis. In 4th, we have Hello, Mary Lou, Prom Night 2. And that one's actually pretty good. I enjoyed that one. Yeah, those are the only ones to talk about here, because I saw Killjoy in a previous year. In 3rd place, we have After Earth, where Will Smith and his son, and his character's son, who's also his real son in real life, go to a now uninhabitable Earth where everything has evolved to kill people. And they have to find supplies from the other half of their ship that landed a considerable distance away. And interesting stuff. In 2nd place, our runner-up today, or for this portion, is 10 Minutes Gone. We'll have another runner-up in this video as well, because we'll be starting another list here in a second in the same video. But the best of this batch in 1st place is 28 Years Later. This is one of the 3 movies I have that has a graphic birthing sequence. And we'll get to the others later on. But yeah, because another one is Bloodline, and another is The First Omen. So yeah, that is it for this portion, but I'll be right back. You won't even notice I'm gone, but I'll be right back with another portion. Please hold. Alright, I'm back after a couple minute pause here, and I have another list for you here. I have not yet seen Ring Around the Rosie, so we're not going to be talking about that one. But in last place, we have Mary Riley. In 19th place, we have The Harvest. In 20th place, my bad, we have Already Dead, then The Harvest in 19th. Okay. Yeah. In 18th place is The Nines. In 17th place is April Fool's Day. In 16th place is The Body. In 15th place is The Messengers. I watched them near the beginning of the year. That's why I'm not giving in-depth thoughts on them, because I watched them like in February this year. So in 14th place, this one I can give some thoughts on because Dad and I just recently watched it around Halloween time, and that is Alvin and the Chipmunks Meet the Wolfman. This is an animated Alvin and the Chipmunks adventure where it's a holiday, or it's a Halloween special, and it's pretty cute, but couldn't make it any further up in this list, unfortunately. So there we go. In 13th place, we have Anaconda. This is the first one. The second one is also on this list. We'll get to that in just a few minutes. But here we go. Good snake story, where the snake is egregiously big. In 12th place, we have Atlantis 2, Milo's Return. And until fairly recently, I didn't even know this one existed. So there you go. In 11th place, we have Analyze This. That's a story about a mob boss that gets a therapist and is like, analyze the heck out of me, man. In kicking off our top 10, we have Ava. That's like an assassin story, I think, or spy assassin. In 9th place, we have Anaconda 2, Anacondas. This is the hunt for the blood orchid, I mean. Not the red, the blood orchid. There we go. a movie that I'm not surprised has a bunch of F-bombs because it's rated R. We have Bad Grandpa, and this one was pretty funny. One of my favorite scenes is when the title grandfather accidentally craps on the wall all over the wall at a booth in a restaurant. I need to take out one of these. There we go. That probably shifted everything up a little bit. But anyway, well, maybe not. In 6th place, we have Anthem of a Teenage Prophet. And Paintless is looking very pretty in this, as always. Make a point out a pretty blonde. In 5th place, we have a horror comedy, Bad Milo, where this lives up someone's butt and comes out and kills their enemies whenever they get upset. And it is as disturbing as that sounds. I need to take that one out too. Jeez. That's 2 that I messed up here. So in 3rd place, we have Almost Famous. And I believe Kate Hudson is one of the characters in this. And she shows off a little bit. If you've seen the movie, you'll know what I mean. If you haven't seen it, I'm not going to spoil it for you. And our runner-up is Anger Management right here. Hilarious Adam Sandler and Jack Nicholson movie. Absolutely hilarious. And in 1st place is Predator 5 Prey, and it's actually a prequel, which makes it technically Predator 1. And I believe that would make Killer of Killers technically Predator 2 instead of the actual Predator 2 and 1. So yeah, I'm just going to call it Predator 5 because even though it's set before any of the other ones, it came out 5th. So there we go. And that is now the end of my first 2 cases worth of a super ranking extravaganza. This time I decided to go with the discs, so I don't have to worry about taking down the cases and putting them back and all that. It's easier to put the discs away, so I'm going to do it that way. Anyway, I'll be back with another one of these types of things probably tomorrow, where I go over cases 3 and 4, maybe even 5 and 6 after that, but 5 and 6 would be a video all to themselves and would not be impacted by 3 and 4. Yeah, and then Christmas Eve on the 24th, I'll be back with the last portion of that Star Wars Advent Calendar. And I think on Christmas Day, I'll show all of it at the same time. I'll just have to try and remember what days got who or what. Well, I guess if I'm showing the whole thing, it wouldn't really matter if they're in the right order or not. I'll just show them in any particular order then. Unless I, for some reason, do remember what day they came, then yeah. Anyway, that is it for this video. Hopefully you enjoyed it and the previous couple of videos. If you did, as always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Keep talking movies too much.